Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in columns, I know Vans. Girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan. These red bottoms, I know. I might put them on the ground. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't playing no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. So I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work. Ooh.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play. Get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid.
Let's go, Swan. Oh, yeah, I thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. That's speed, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Right, it's in the air.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit him in his blood and flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the deers.
Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa. Let's go.
Ties and dope balls.
Life is a movie.
The Portland Trailblazers win the opening tap. Lillard to McCollum. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lakers ball. Hassan Whiteside rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nurkic rocket. In the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
LeBron into the front court. Down 4. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Lillard. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LBJ. For 3. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Around the perimeter, C.J. McCollum buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Yusuf Nurkic with a piece. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish.
One of the best-kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Nurkic. Lillard, nice pass to set things up. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
LeBron up against the Weber State product. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow through. That release is effortless.
To Lillard. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Whiteside to Kent Bazemore. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Portland's got it. McCollum. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. To Lillard. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
To McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. It's James. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Kent Bazemore. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's Lillard for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. To James. Ah, the monster stuff.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on this team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Hey, give me the rock.
The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. It's Portland ball.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Lillard in a matchup with Boogie. 4-3. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Great pass to set it up. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
We're going to stop it here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Lillard to McCollum. Fires the 3. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Lillard misfires. It's no good. LeBron into the front court. Up by 3. And look out. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and 1. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
LeBron James sizing up the all-star Lillard. Trailblazers with the basketball to McCollum. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
James and the Blazers clear the rebound. To Ken Bazemore. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
LeBron defended by Lillard. Yusuf Nurkic tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
McCollum to Lillard. Has a look. D's got it. Damian Lillard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
C.J. McCollum. He connects at all the time. Easy.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To McCollum. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. James matched up with Lillard. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Not that time. Jay, last year the Lakers 35 leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Nurkic. Anthony Davis swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Portland has the ball. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rodney Hood above the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Big finish at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. Leads a bucket. And he hits.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
James to Caldwell Pope. And scores.
2 points. The assist from
Trailblazers take over. Has a chance. Shot by McCollum won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Caldwell Pope missed it. To Rodney Hood. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
James to Caldwell Pope. Hassan Whiteside pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James. He was all over him. McCollum with the basketball. Down just a couple. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
A tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
James buries the trifecta.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
To Caldwell Pope. James, and the rebound comes down to Collins. To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now 5 for 6.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw try, off the mark. From long range, and the Lakers clear. Hassan Whiteside, huge block. McCollum, not getting the bounce. JaVale McGee sends it away. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Lakers have the lead. As we get ready to start the second, boy, you talk about offensive efficiency, it was really high.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
McCollum. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Zach Collins. At the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Oh, he can't connect. To Caldwell Pope. Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy to get back on defense.
McCollum to Rodney Hood. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. To Caldwell Pope. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Caldwell Pope. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 2 of 4 now.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Great feed. White side. Not that time.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
McGee guarded by Tolliver. McCollum with the basketball. Now down 6. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Blazers come away with it. McCollum to Whiteside. Anthony Davis sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's James controlling the offense. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Terry Stotts has turned to his bench. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Gets it in the left corner. From the painted area, won't go down. Davis to Caldwell Pope. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's LeBron with the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Anthony Davis. 3 for 3 in this first half.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Portland's got it. Beyond the arc for 3. They dared him, and he burns them.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Across the timeline comes James. The lead is 11. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basket. Pushing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Caldwell Pope. And Collins there to grab the rebound. Down to Labissiere. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And the finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Short jumper misses. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. It's good.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
For three. Can't connect. LeBron James rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
4-3. That won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. Here's LeBron for two. Wide open look, won't go. To the rim, lays it up and in.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
And he finishes at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Bradley. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. Danny Green. A pass stolen by Portland.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no...
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LBJ with it. To Danny Green. James. Caldwell Pope buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
LeBron into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Danny Green to James. Caldwell Pope. Not that time. He missed it. Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Fires the three. Bradley to Danny Green. From long range. And Green able to pull down the rebound. To Bradley. Caldwell Pope. Not that time. He misses.
I got mine. Y'all get
Count the bucket for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Rondo. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
I know you saw me, I know you saw me.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Bradley. Rondo. Won't go down. Count the basket at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court comes Rondo. The lead stands at 9. Caldwell Pope. Yes, for every tough shot you make, buy one, get one free.
Number 33, Zach Collins.
Get back.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Has a look. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here we go. I got him.
To James. Great dish to set it up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Rajon Rondo. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
A big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
For Los Angeles. Don't forget, fans, stop at any participating Huntsville Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Huntsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Kuzma, guarded by Tolliver. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Dudley matched up with Lillard. To Davis. Here's a chance from long range. No good. The follow won't go either. Has a chance. Won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Davis to the basket, but his shot no good. DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
The assist from number 0, Kyle.
Lillard, defended by Cousins. Good first half for the Lakers. They are out in front with the lead. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Lakers. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's James controlling the offense. Hassan Whiteside with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Whiteside. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Here's James for two. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say, now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. To Lillard. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Anthony Davis with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 2.
James matched up with Lillard. To Bradley. Lets it fly from long range. And Avery Bradley, good there on the quick release.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
LBJ has it. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
James gets it in the left corner. Bradley. That's off the side of the rim, short. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Lillard. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. To Bradley. Chance for Cousins. And it's McCollum who grabs the rebound. Lillard for two. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
James to Cousins. Kyle Kuzma. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LeBron James with the rock. Trying to cash in. A fundamental shot right there.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level? But that jumper's wet, too.
McCollum to Lillard. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, you need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark at the line. LeBron James able to recover with the block. Damian Lillard is going to get 3 shots here. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. Hits all 3 free throws. James to Davis. Slams it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To McCollum. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Anthony Davis, that's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 4. Los Angeles
Lillard.
are at the limit.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. LeBron picked up by Tolliver to Bradley. Avery Bradley. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he makes them both.
Good money.
Lakers at the controls right now. Yusuf Nurkic tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Yusuf Nurkic. Bradley. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Has a look. McCollum with the shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Lillard cleans it up. DeMarcus Cousins swats it. 4th this contest.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Avery Bradley. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
LBJ. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. has a chance. Offensive board to McCollum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James against the Lehigh product. Davis. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching this shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
To James. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He's 3 for 7.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's James. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Danny Green. And he knocks it down, Jay.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Cousins off the mark. Anthony Davis pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James picked up by Tolliver. And the basket good at the rim.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
It's Portland ball. C.J. McCollum. And the Lakers have the rebound. Davis to James. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Nurkic. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
And we're still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for
Trailblazers with the basketball. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Layup goes down. Well done.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really...
McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Anthony Simmons at the line. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lakers ball. Rondo against Tolliver. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shot won't go. Gets it in the left corner. Damian Lillard add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rondo with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. For 3. That's not his range. It's no good. Hood. Deep left corner to Lillard. 4-3. trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Rondo, defended by Tolliver. Curling inside, Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And count the basket. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New personnel coming on for Terry Stotts. Rondo. Can't connect. It's no good. To Rodney Hood. Gets a look. Can't hit. It's Cook with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. Dave rises. Count the basket. They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Lakers at the controls right now. James up against the Weber State product. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Kyle Kuzma. Rocking the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. LeBron James, defended by Lillard. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he buries it.
I remember my high school coach said, one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Whiteside. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LeBron matched up with Lillard. They get it to Kuzma down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
It's James controlling the offense. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Fires the three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Rodney Hood above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides. James. It's rebounded by Whiteside. From long range. Can't get the bounce. Wide open look, won't go. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Not that time.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
LBJ with it. Going to launch beyond the arc. Whiteside clears the board. To Kent Bazemore. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
LeBron James, defended by Lillard, and throws it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Well, you can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lillard. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
James sizing up the all-star Lillard. McCollum into the front court. His guys down 11. Here's a chance from long range, and he hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Davis. Short jumper misses. Nice pass to set things up. McCollum, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Davis to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Not going down here. Yusuf Nurkic sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. That is great vision to set it up. And the finish, slam dunk. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Danny Green. James. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Lillard. Has a look. Shot by Lillard, no good. Danny Green to Davis. Turns and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Across the timeline comes James. The lead is 11. Cashes in for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Danny Green, defended by Lillard. Boogie, abusing the rim. Big finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3. 4 Portland.
Damian Lillard at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. To Davis. Has a chance. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up. Danny Green trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. And a putback slam.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's Lillard for two. Shot by Lillard, no good. And hits for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kuzma to Davis. C.J. McCollum snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
In the first half, you were hot. I get that. Now, since you're not, it's time to start squaring those shoulders and getting those feet in the right position to actually allowing yourself to make the shot.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To James. Deep two there. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Hassan Whiteside rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Blazers have it. Easy path to the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Just not going down. Hassan Whiteside with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Danny Green. James. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To McCollum. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
LeBron into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Deep left corner. Davis. And the rebound taken in by the Trailblazers. To Whiteside. Whoa! What a finish!
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Lillard. And a nice finish at the rim.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Yusuf Nurkic with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Changes coming from both sides right now. C.J. McCollum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. To Bradley for 3, and Avery Bradley good there on the quick release.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Caldwell Pope. To Bradley. 4-3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. James to Danny Green. Rondo. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Knocks it down from mid-range.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
And count the basket inside.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Los Angeles, they have it. It's LeBron. And McCollum sneaks in for the rebound. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Gets to the basket and scores.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rondo throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout, Portland. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
This for the win. Working hard on the glass. The Lakers get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent. Points for the Los Angeles Lakers. These are the top 3 plays of the game. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Your young Metro don't trust you, homie.
Straight.
Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven. We can go legend, 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 yeah. Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. With my best friend.
Team, and I got completely demolished. So yeah, if you guys liked, we're gonna play one more match, and I'm gonna be the road team again since I lost. So if you guys enjoyed, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because this really took a lot of time, and these are long matches, by the way, and we're playing on pro. That's probably why the score is so high. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of this live stream, and my cousin will be back in a little bit. Alright, stay fresh.
Me and all my inner circle, we keep thinking out the box. Dog, when life go too hard on you, you gon' go legend and not me. I got no other op. I go so hard, I might wake up with a concussion. The way I piece this together, man, it's puzzling. I do this for the dogs, and nowadays we husky. God is my witness, you look, can't judge me. Oh God, 7-Eleven, no, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend. With my best friend, 7-Eleven, we can go legend, we can go legend, Picture perfect life you lie about in your captions. When I was down, I swear they made me feel inferior. Judging me by my outside, that's just my exterior. Not seeing what I was made of, that's my interior. Didn't let that break me, instead I broke the barriers. Oh y'all, praise Allah, that's my parag like Bobby bruh. By Nadia, in my castle like Mario. I get it in my heart and soul. You boys got no cardio. All of my soldiers rock army clothes. Head of my time like Marty though. Watching the Rick and Morty show. While all these bands still on the floor. Came from the dirt, all I had to do was grow. Remember when my got repossessed? That shit had us working like we possessed.
Be my best friend, boy. 7-Eleven, boy. We can go legend, 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 yeah. Be my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. With my best friend, 7-Eleven.
Never mind, I'm gonna end the stream because we're both exhausted from playing 12-minute quarters. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.
I won.
No, she did.